Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. I'm a librarian with the Aurora Public Library, and this is part of our virtual programming initiative. So today we're going to talk about 6 games you can play at a distance. So let's say you're practicing some responsible social distancing at home, and the only one you've talked to for 3 days are your 2 cats, and you would really like to spend some time with friends or family or even coworkers. Here are some great games that you can participate in where every person in the group can have fun, but only one of them needs to own the game. So this is fun because it can be cheap, and some of them are completely free. There are a lot of great games that you can play where every single person in the group needs to have a copy, but we'll cover those later. Right now we're focusing on ones that you can play without breaking the bank. So, for now, as you practice responsible social distancing, here are some great inexpensive ways to have fun with friends. Number 1, One Night Ultimate Werewolf. You might already be really familiar with this game, I'm not sure. If you've heard of this before, One Night Ultimate Werewolf focuses on a village where most of you are ordinary, calm villagers, but at night some of you turn into werewolves and murder people. Sometimes it's like that. So if you're feeling a lot of stress right now, you can relieve your stress in the best possible way by accusing your closest friends of murder. This game is fun because, as you see, I have a pretty little card box full of cards, but you don't need it. There's actually a free phone app that you can download that'll talk you through the steps of how to play. So that's really awesome. It actually started out as an online game. It is designed for people working over a distance, so this game is ideal if you're wanting to play with a large crowd especially. Second game, Bring Your Own Book. This is a fun game you can play with all of those library books you have at home that we are not charging late fees on, by the way. No late fees. We're not going to penalize you because the library is closed, and as long as you have them, why not spend some quality time with literature and come up with some terrible jokes? So, this one is a game that one person can own. However, you could pretty much improv this game because the basic premise is that you take a prompt such as, the name of a popular new indie band, or the meaning of life is. Then you're going to flip through a book to try to find out an example. Let's look at catification. Name of a popular new indie band. Escape from Washing Machine Island. That actually sounds like a decent band. So you can make up your own prompts if you want, and this is a really great game for all you bookish people out there who have read the same book 5 times and have it memorized, because that means you're going to win. All right, game number 3, Punderdome. I know some of you are saving up some terrible, terrible, terrible jokes. I know some of my coworkers are saving up some terrible, terrible, terrible jokes. This is your opportunity to have some fun. Again, this is a game that one person can buy, but you don't have to, because you can make up these categories yourself just with a pencil and some paper. This game focuses on 2 categories. I have a box full of cards here, and I'm digging them out. So let's say, for instance, your 2 categories are the Olympics and skiing. So you're going to take those 2 categories, the Olympics and skiing, and mush them together to try to find the best pun you can that encompasses both. So you can play that way if you want. Have everybody write down a bunch of categories to draw from and combine, or you can just come up with terrible puns and have one person rate them as the most groan-worthy. Either way, you're going to be reminded of exactly why you're so glad to be at home away from these terrible, terrible jokes. Or you're going to be able to gloat by making a bunch of people groan. Either way, I think you win. All right, game number 4. This one is a little more complicated, so you probably would have to own this one unless you're an exceptional artist. This one's called Mysterium, and this is for all of you who are over there like, but I like cooperating with my friends. I don't want to compete. I don't want to try to have the best book pun or the best pun in general. I just want to have some fun. No accusing of murder, no nothing. So, this one gives you an opportunity for all of you cooperative folks and artists to solve a murder instead. The premise of Mysterium is that it's Halloween night. You have 6 rounds to try to guess how this guy got murdered. Sounds simple enough, right? One of you is the ghosty who knows the mosty, and you're going to have the secrets behind you. One for each person. You'll have a person, place, and thing. If this sounds like Clue, you're right. It's collaborative Clue. So the ghost has these 3 options behind their screen and can then draw these beautiful cards as hints to try to tell people what person it is. You will notice this is not a person. The cards are artistic. So if I play this card, can you figure out if it's the butcher, the baker, or the candlestick maker who did the murder? This is going to be really fun. It's a very collaborative, talky sort of game, and everybody is allowed to see the cards. So again, only one person has to own the game, the ghost, and everyone else can cooperate and get along. Now there are 2 online games that I'm going to include here. Both of these are ones that one person is going to have to pay for, like Mysteria. We started with the free games, we're moving toward the paid games. So the first game is Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. So I know things feel tense right now, but you can do this. And by this I mean you can defuse a bomb. So this game basically involves one of you is going to be the bomb diffuser. You are going to be looking at a bomb. The other people cannot see the bomb. Instead, you all have a manual in front of you detailing how you would hypothetically defuse this bomb if it had a yellow light, a white light, if it had Morse code. This is a really good way of finding out which of your friends is good at Morse code, by the way. If there's a maze. So the person on one end is going to try to describe it. For example, they'll say, I see a symbol of a crazy trident. And you have to check your list to see, okay, is the crazy trident this weird M shape? Is it this other shape? I see a happy face upside down is fairly straightforward, but some of their descriptions are going to get really weird. The weirdest one I ever heard was, I see a giraffe eating food on the ground, which is not really terribly descriptive. None of these symbols are giraffes. So the manual is free. One person buys the game, has up on their computer screen, so they'll have to have a working computer, a copy of the bomb ticking away, and everyone else has 5 minutes to help them defuse it. So this is great because it has a lot of flexibility. The other one, number 2, is Drawful. So I'm saying Drawful. The free option, of course, is to go old-fashioned and doodle some Pictionary. Go for it. Why not? I am happy to show off my terrible art skills and how far away I am from being able to draw an apple. If you want to play an online version of this game, Drawful's a good choice. One person buys the game, everybody else takes their phones and draws terrible, terrible pictures of things like an abandoned Arby's parking lot beneath a cloudless sky. This is one of the actual prompts. It's ridiculous. So, if you want, you can just play some Pictionary instead, totally free. However, Drawful also exists and is lots of fun. So, that's 6 games. None of the ones I just listed will cost you more than $10. And the first 3, Punderdome, Bring Your Own Book, and One Night Ultimate Werewolf, are completely free. And Drawful's free if you just go old-fashioned and do Pictionary. So I hope this is a great way for you to have some fun with some board games at home. Let us know if you managed to actually play any of these and how they go and who's the worst at drawing apples. And thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be having more videos to come. So I look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much.